That training was fun on Saturday, right? Is it good? Is it done? Check this out. No, Achilles, a little more. I do an Epsom salt bath on Wednesdays. Do like an hour of this. I do the pool. My pool's super cold all the time, so it's like an ice bath, hot bath, ice bath, hot bath. I learned this going to this Russian Turkish bath in Miami. That you do the hot and the cold, and it really does good for your body. This is steaming hot though. It's not like just like you would consider hot. This is like the hottest part of which you could turn your water in your house to, and then I dump like 2 bags of Epsom salt in there, so that it makes it ridiculous. Achilles! I'm getting old. I get water in my ear every time I go in the pool. I'm like, get out. Guys were on Saturday cheering for Gilbert. It was so funny that you mentioned it. You're like, I can't believe they're cheering against you here. I'm like, they cheer against me everywhere. Because I'm very competitive, so even in the gym when I'm training, I'm always letting the guys know, like, hey man, let's go. It's in a fight, it's fight mode, You're always. There we go. I never play to lose, so if I lose, I lose, it's okay. Losing's normal, everybody loses. But they know that I always give them 100%. So if I'm training in the gym, I'm giving them 100%. If I'm doing drills, I'm giving 100%. If I'm wrestling, I'm giving 100%. So I'm never just slacking, Probably that's time.
We are at ATOS Jiu-Jitsu. I just finished probably one of my last training sessions before the actual match with Craig. I'm supposed to leave tomorrow, but I may change my flight to leave a couple days later, I don't know. But yeah, we just finished training with some of the best guys out here. Andre Galval wasn't here today, but we have like at least 4 or 5 black belts on the mats every day, really high level guys. But we kind of have a pedigree of like really good no-gi performance here. So I feel we're kind of lacking in the leg lock department, but I've always been a student of the leg lock game, which Craig is known for. So I feel pretty confident, and yeah, I feel prepared. Yeah, so me and Dean Lister had kind of a history. We fought a couple times at ADCC, and he actually would do training camps here with us. So I was familiar with his style, and he recognized like our level. Like we kind of knew where we stood with each other before that match started. Which is kind of a cool thing, because when you train with someone and then you fight against them, it takes away a lot of the nerves, because there's much less unexpected things. Because if you go into a match with someone who you know is good and you've heard about them, you've seen them fight, you know they're really good, but you don't really know how your style matches up with them, there's a lot of apprehension from both people, because it's like you don't really want to overextend yourself because you know the guy is really good and they know you're really good. So it's like there's a sort of hesitation. So I think the reason that match was so exciting is because we both knew our limits against each other. So it allowed us to open up a lot more than maybe other people would have, or even I would have with other people. So we really just like got in there and fought, and I was like shooting double legs on him, and he was like throwing me. At one point he like caught my foot and like threw me backwards, and that's actually how I injured my neck. It was from that match. He like grabbed my foot and like lifted it super high in the air and was like pushing me backwards, and I tried to like jump and like dive roll out of it, and I like landed on my neck and like popped something in my neck. So that was the beginning of the end. But so I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, but I sacrificed my neck for that match. Craig Jones is like a really unique case, because he's one of those guys where it's like he doesn't train with super high level dudes, and you can kind of see that about his game. Is like there are some things missing in his like fundamental awareness of the match, but he has his things that he's really good at, and if he gets to his positions, he's like the best in the world at those positions, right? So it's kind of like playing like hot potato. Like, you got to just stay away from his like super strong positions, because I believe he can finish anyone if he gets there. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's like he's spent more time in his leg lock positions that he goes to than almost anyone he's going to fight. So he has the capacity to beat anyone, and he did beat two of the best guys, Leandro Lo and Murilo Santana. But I was there on the other side of the mats watching as he like went through the division, and I had him in the semifinals, and I was like watching what he does and how he was beating these guys, and a lot of it was people not respecting his ability, because you watch Craig Jones and you see him as like, he's like an up and coming guy, but he hasn't like established himself as like one of the greats yet. Maybe he will one day. But like when you watch his game, it looks like pretty simple for the most part, and then he like strikes and like gets into his leg lock positions and then just like tears your leg off. So it's like, I think it kind of lulled people into a false sense of security, because you roll with him, he's like pretty relaxed, and then all of a sudden he just like gets into his position and is just ripping on your ankle. So I think a lot of people, it was like a sort of an underdog effect, where he just like, people totally underestimated his ability, and he capitalized on it and like beat up some really good dudes.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of my training is based on sort of physical training and strength training and stuff like that. I think it's an important component of grappling. You can have so many different styles of grappling, you know, so I just like to be a stronger guy, basically, that's it. I think, like, what's the point of being small if you can be big and strong? So that's why I do that. Does it make you better at jiu-jitsu? No, not really, but I think it makes you a little bit more resilient to injuries and stuff like that, and it makes me feel good on the mat, so that's why I do it. The denim, full stop, is just, I just train to be ready for anything. Okay, this is what I train to do. Like, I'm ready for anything. So I lift weights in what I walk around in. Like, I walk about, day to day, t-shirt, jeans, boots. So when I lift weights, I just go into the gym with what I'm wearing that day, and I lift weights. People think I do that for Instagram. It's not. That's literally how I train. Then when it came to summer, and everyone's kind of started to clock on to the whole, like, why is this guy training in jeans? Like, I don't understand it. That's the reason why. And then it was getting hot, and people were like, it's going to get hot. He's not going to be able to train in jeans anymore. So then I was like, got ya. Denim hot pants. I can just cut these jeans down, and then I'm still training in jeans. Now, obviously, I wasn't still rocking around that often in the denim hot pants day to day, but then that's when it just went from there. And then it was just, then I had a denim waistcoat lying around, so I've chucked that on. And then it just seemed to be that the more denim I was wearing, the heavier I could lift things. So then I'd just be like, rocking triple denim, have a denim do-rag, you know. You just add it on, and it's pretty much like a power multiplier that every item of denim you have, you just get stronger and stronger. And this is a movement, you know, this is why I'm fighting. I'm fighting to spread awareness about PEDs, performance enhancing denim. But I'm not interested in using super fights as a platform to increase my ranking. Not even, it's not official ranking, but my ranking. I don't care about that. What I want to do is I just want to do some cool shit, right? I want to fight guys that I wouldn't be able to fight otherwise. So when people offer me, you can fight a guy that's in my division at the Worlds, that doesn't interest me. I want to fight a guy that I don't have the opportunity to, like a gold medalist judo Olympian who weighs 20 kilos more than me, right? So you offer me that, I'm going, fuck yeah, let's do this, and let's put on a good show, and let's make some freak match where a little guy, you know, a little, relatively compared to this big guy, trust me, I'm little. I've seen him, I've rolled with him, and he's a big dude. It's interesting. It doesn't mean anything. Whether I win or lose, all it means is that I beat him or he beat me or it was whatever. But it's just going to be fun. It's just going to be a show. And that's what I'm interested in.